All right, now, y'all love these story time. So let me give y'all some real, actual, factual story about down south, Little Rock, Arkansas, club culture, how I became, well, a slightly well known, but not well known, but very well known dancer, entertainer. So, early 2000s, right? You know, the club culture scene was now popping off. If you from Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas, y'all know Planet Earth, Joe Big Bamboo, everything was now popping off. Y'all wasn't just at Splash Car Wash anymore on Ash. Yeah, yeah, I know. Splash, y'all remember that. If y'all not from down south, you understood it was nowhere and no place for us to go really. So when club culture got introduced to Little Rock and places and all the other surrounding areas, it started booming like Jackson, Mississippi, Memphis, Shreveport, you name it down south, it started popping off early 2000s. You can't debate me about that. It happens early 2000s. So with all that being said, now I'm in high school. Yeah, I'm in high school. Me and my friends were going to the club. But look, I grew up in the trenches. I come from John Barrow. If you know anything about John Barrow, you know I'm also from Southwest Little Rock too, though. That's where it started for me, Ted Byrne. So with all that going on, I'm a young, fresh face. You know what I'm saying? I never hung out with people my age anyway, as is. I always been more for adults. I always been an adult in my mind. I never been a child really. I had to grow up fast, which takes me to the way I have an outlook on life. I will try anything new if it's something I feel like okay, it's not harmful to me and I not to control it. I try whatever, and I did. I started going to the clubs with my friends and partying and getting in bed to that. Now, you know, with club culture, it spins a lot of other culture. Drug culture started popping up heavily, different type of drug cultures, prostitution culture, dance culture, different type of dance culture. Now, I always wanted to be a professional dancer, but you know, it wasn't in the cards for me. My life was already hard. I was dealing with a lot going on in my life. So, but hey, opportunity present itself. Now, around 2002, at this point, I done been to every club, been in every club, the Sandpiper, the Palace, Elevations, the Factory, Backstreet, like everywhere. I've been every club in the whole, say the Arkansas, hell, down south, every state down south. I done been to every club. I was a real go getter. So one night at a club, an opportunity presented itself. I met this lady. We gonna call her Shan. I met Shan. Shan, she liked how I moved on the dance floor. She was like, "Damn, you a sexy little gay boy. Whoop the whoop, all this and that and the other. Look at you. You hot. You know what I'm saying? You can make a lot of money." I already knew what was up. But me, I'm a curious person. I let it flow with it. I was like, oh, for real? How? Well, I could book you some gigs and stuff like that because I have these DL dudes who, you know, they'd be looking for entertainment and stuff and people to dance at their events and parties and things like that. And you, out of everyone in Arkansas, you're the only one I've seen that can move and be so seductive and just clean with it. I was flattered, of course. I was like, okay, give me your, contact info. This is back when we had the Kira Sear. There was no smartphones or anything like that. It was just, you had your Cricket, your little Cricket Kira Sear phone, the little one that ought to flip up, the Nokia one that flip up to do the little text and whoop de whoop. So we exchanged contact information. And I was like, okay, let me give her a call. I'm interested in this because I never experienced that side. Now I'm a well educated person at this point. I'm putting myself through school and doing what I need to do to survive. But let's be real. the jobs is lacking. You know what I'm saying? You stay in Arkansas and Little Rock, and you from the trenches, it's either a fast food job or whatever job they ain't trying to give nobody like us big opportunities to show our brilliance. So I did all those bullshit around the mill jobs and this, that, and the other. So I needed, and I was like, I was curious because I seen on TV about, people making money, good money, dancing and stuff like that. But I didn't know Little Rock had anything was popping off like that. But now the club culture don't spin it out because now I'm seeing straight homeboys who say they doing private parties for females and this, that, and the other. I'm like, oh, for real? So I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know. I didn't know it was a market for dudes that